on my gaming setup. I gotta get.
And we got that whole setup and doesn't come with a camera. How is that rig though going for that?
It runs great. Even playing Cyberpunk at like 120, 130 FPS.
Damn.
I may hit like 70 degrees, but that's it.
That's nice, man. Dang.
Yeah, I'm a console player. Like I keep on hearing the specs about computers, and it's like it's nice, but it's just like I don't want to get into a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for decades. My whole life has been console. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same. I just got tired of having to deal with if I want to play this specific PlayStation game, I gotta buy this new PlayStation console. Oh, if I want to play this specific game, I have to buy the brand new Xbox console.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I was a pretty basic gamer though. I played like every Call of Duty came out, you know, I'm getting that. So it doesn't matter PS4, PS5. I got the PS5 because it was like it came with the Spider-Man 2, had the Miles, Morales skin. I was like, I gotta get that just because I gotta get that. You know. But beyond that, like the most recent game I bought, not even bought, it's free to play is World of Warships Legends. You know how they have World of Tanks? This one is specifically for the battleship, and that's a pretty fun learning curve to get into. I've cursed my controller out way often than I thought, but sometimes I suck. You know, a lot of the time the team suck, but sometimes I could have played better. You know, it's all about making the best of the mistakes and all that.
Yo,
that's me. Especially once I get good internet, it's gonna be weird for me trying to play like online shooters again and everything, trying to get better at it. But like I want to get the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I think, specifically just for the zombies.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have a reason for it, but for me, it's a $70 DLC.
I heard that game is not good.
You could. It's not that it's not good. It's just for $70, it's not worth it. You could have charged me an extra like $35 to download the new zombies or something like that. But paying $70 for a new, it's not even a new game. They literally ported over everything you did in Modern Warfare 2. You're just picking up all your guns and camos and bringing it over here.
Yep. Every year. Anybody got any questions for me? Get ready to hop in the dark future. Anybody got any questions? If they come up, feel free to ask them at any time.
Well, I know that I definitely had a couple of tech things I wanted to work for. I wanted to make like that poison, that 2-part poison chemical, and one of the other thing I had DM'd you about. But as far as the story would go here, so for today, are we just kind of like exploring the city? Because I know with two people, even if we can do a lot, we get into a fight, there's not much we can do against a group of 5, or so.
You'll be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Hey, I see exactly what you're saying. That's a good reasonable question, because you do want to survive. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap up our last arc, and then I'll put you guys in another mission. And within that mission, you are very, very welcome to explore, if it means, staying alive for another day.
And then, next week, hopefully we can get our third person, and we'll be good to go.
Yep. And if you guys have any...
Hey, at least you got a solo, though.
Yeah.
True.
Fumble recovery. Fumble recovery.
Yep.
I'd also like to think with With my character, he's growing into a nice, background sniper. So yeah,
Yeah.
it could work out.
Yeah.
Though.
And then another thing I said.
Yeah, you would talk.
What'd you say?
I said he's welcome because that tech rifle I got, the one that can charge shots.
Yeah, but Knox, that's a good question. But I will say, when it's fewer or more players, I change the encounter accordingly. So I'm not gonna throw a counter at you that's supposed to have 6 people if it's only 2 people showing. I balance it.
Sure.
I promise. Dylan, you've played with me so many. What are you saying, Knox?
I actually, I actually like the exploration part, but like how that last session was like. I feel like this last session we played was like an impromptu. I wonder what happens if we try to call, the sewer rats. We called them. We had a whole conversation with them. It was cool.
Yeah, that's always on the table for you guys. But yeah, I got you guys. Again, we're gonna finish up that last arc and then another mission. But if you guys need to explore or talk to NPCs or make some deals to survive, I mean, you don't got too many people in your crew physically players, so that makes sense to reach out to NPCs that can help you. Or
I know one that might.
what are you saying, Knox? I couldn't hear you. What are you saying? You say you think what?
I was gonna say I think we could probably get along with Alicia well enough. She seems pretty level-headed, as far as characters go in the dark future. She seems like if the money's there, is no hard feelings.
Yeah. And Dylan, what are you saying? What are your thoughts?
I was saying I know one NPC that's somewhere in Night City, but. We'll have a lot of people after us.
The suspense. I wonder who that could be.
I think there's many of them after us now. We just don't know them yet.
That's the attitude.
So my old character had who was Arasaka, the alchemist people.
Everybody
he had
basically.
At least 5 different courts and gangs coming after him. And they weren't small time people either. They were all big time people. And yeah, he's great with impromptu stuff, but most of the time people don't like his impromptu stuff.
Knox, you muted. I think you're muted, dog. I saw you were talking, but
am I muted?
Not anymore.
Okay. I was asking, do your assassins ever kind of cross hairs? What do you think? Like say someone's put a bomb in your car and someone comes, they want to put a bug in your car. Does the second assassin, make the bomb go off, trying to open the car door?
Oh, that sounds like what Knox is thinking in his head. But I will say, shit's grimy out here, and the character that Dylan was just talking about has died before.
Oh wait, he died.
Yeah,
Came back. Oh, he's
yeah.
So that's crazy, but again, there's nothing wrong with being paranoid. You don't know if you have a bug on you till you look around or have a scanner or something. So, as far as being watched and stuff like that, what I will say is you can trust the people that are that are in your party. You guys are gonna be fully loyal, so you can trust the players that are in your group. So please, some people
that also means I don't trust my partner's NPC partners. Those are your girlfriends.
And I think I said that in Session 0, but your players that you're playing with, you can absolutely trust them. Anybody else, maybe besides Mama May, it's shiesty out here, man. And a lot of people love cyberware, as it says in the book. All right, let me get back to the Discord. Boom. All right, y'all ready to jump into this thing? me see if I can find a turn. There you go. Turn order. Alright, y'all. We're going to start off in the week of downtime between y'all's last gig. I would like to see you guys click on your character tokens and then give me initiative. That's going to determine who's going to do their weekly stuff first. All right.
Oh, that's disappointing. Hey, look, man, he don't stole my thunder, taking my usual 17.
Right. He stole out the rip. Okay. White Ghost, with a week of downtime, you feel happy that you made the decision to become an exec because you know around this time rent would be coming up. So how's White Ghost want to spend his weekly off time for his next gig? Keep in mind that your account is still frozen, but you know where to go to unfreeze it for you and your buddy.
Yeah, I think I know he would be trying to get that done, and then just doing his usual grind at Sawboil, and then probably trying to keep tabs on Tom.
Okay, give me a D6 for your hustle. A regular Sav or a biz.
Hold
See
on,
what
where's
end
the
up getting.
dice thing? Oh, there's the dice thing. I was about to say, did they move it?
Right?
Ooh.
And he's solo and exec, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2. All right. And then what role level are you in solo? 5.
5 and a 2 in exec. Oh, I just realized how many skill points, improvement points I had.
So check this out. For your solo hustle that week, you did some bodyguard work for high-end clients. Now give me a 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Give me a D10.
Because I'm.
Oh, because you're what? What'd you say?
I might actually increase my exec or my solo.
All right.
Just gotta look up the point. This stuff for improvement.
All right.
I would say, above board, if you increase your exec, you can build your team around,
That's true. That is very true.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's real true. That's another thing too when you're playing with a party. You got somebody playing as exec. Call in some dependable people that you know can be able to help you out as long as you treat them right. If not, things are gonna be bad for you. But as long as you treat your NPC teammates right, like I've had like one player. He was a high level exec, and I did the roles for his teammates for a mission. They completed a whole mission that I had for them that was gonna be a few hours long, but ended up really working out for them. He really pulled that off well. All right. About to look up something real quick. Awesome. All right. For your bodyguard work, you and your high-end client, you provided your solo services as a bodyguard to Crispin Whalen of the Afterlife. So you know this is one of the biggest runners at this point. And things went smooth and without a hitch. During the gig, he starts to make conversation with you. Give me a conversation check. Would there be anything particular you'll ask this high-rated edge runner? Give me a streetwise check as well. Give me a streetwise check real quick. See if you know his backstory at all.
Streetwise, not too bad. But conversation's a different story. Oh, Jesus. I can actually... Hold up.
Okay.
So 360 plus 180. That's what? 540? Hey, I can improve both skills.
Nice.
540.
As you talk to him, you realize that Crispin Whalen, also known as Squama, is the son of the legendary solo Andrew Boa Boa Whalen and a successful mercenary. Considered very similar to his father, especially in terms of his battle readiness, he served as Rogue Amendia's bodyguard at the Afterlife. Unlike his father, Crispin doesn't share the same aspirations of becoming a legend, intending to live a longer life. And he knows about Hacker's Haven and the surrounding danger. He tells you the story of Danny Z, the Cyber Shark. How does White Ghost react to this information?
I'm gonna say, well, sounds like it's a, you definitely got some shoes to fill, but, seems like, you dealt with a royal pain in the butt. I don't really know how I would do it. Fish and water.
He goes on to say, chances are, whoever there is running the Hacker's Haven has some bait or enough eddies or enough sauce to keep Danny to patrolling their hideout down there. Right around the street is that might be where people have those have people's accounts hacked. Mine, I'm all fine. I got one of the best net runners in the city to protect my grip. But I wish you the best of luck of heading out there.
I was just about to ask him, do you think your net runner could kind of unfreeze our accounts for now while we get geared up to go take it on?
Give me a D10. He says, man, I would, but he's in the hospital right now. He's dealing with so much of the ice that fried his brain for trying to help us out. Man, real fortunate tune. I wish him a safe recovery and he gets back healthy, but for right now, he's laying low. And I've heard a few things about your buddies that you might not know. Especially regarding one certain little maelstrom hustlers who went probably over the edge, knowing his luck and how he likes to get chromed. And then he tells you the story of Danny Z, the cyber shark. And in a nutshell, he just says, in 5 words or less, he's a cyber psycho with shark cyberware. Taking his theme over the boat. Literally. Total flesh eater and chrome eater. Not sure if he's as fast as a jet ski. But any random swimmer's a goner for sure. He says, "Hey, thanks for covering my hide today, man." And then he hands you 300 eddies cash for protecting him. And then his eyes flash blue for a second. White Ghost, here's my number, man. Things look like they're gonna be tough, and I'll be more than happy to help you out.
Gotcha. Thank you. We could kind of use some help. I mean, we got submersible jet skis.
Yeah.
But those slightly pickle. You said he's under control, though, right? Danny?
Man, I'm not sure. The last way I heard was about 8, maybe 9 years ago. Somebody had a cyber fishing rod and was able to pull him out with some barbecue sauce too.
I forgot about that.
But he's gonna still put more chrome in himself, and now he's back at his usual antics. But I guess he's made that work out with being paid to hire too. I don't know if there's any way to snap him out, but I think I got an idea. If there's a way you can get his cyberware out, that could stop him from being a menace once and for all. But to do that might take some funds to get him out in the first place, and you do need your accounts. Look, I gotta head out right now, but feel free to text me if something comes up. I'll see you later now, man, and be careful.
And can you send me over Danny's contact info if you got it?
Nah, he's off the grid with his. I don't have his number, poor thing. But you know what? I'll do some digging for you, man. If I find his number, I'll get it to you as soon as I can, man. Hopefully there's some help for that, man. Drop in row 20 for y'all.
So I'm kind of debating on what I should get, because I am at the rank where I get a company, basically team member. Is there a med tech? New technician, net runner.
You'll have time to think, man. You got time still. If you need help, I can help you out too. In the meantime, White Ghost, since you do have 2 different roles, you can roll a hustle for your exec, but I'm gonna take Tanach's turn, and then I'll get back around to you. All right. Then we'll rotate it to Noxious's turn, and Noxious, on your week off, and rent is coming just around the corner. What's Noxious doing with his time? Big dog, you muted.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, so I know roughly on hand, Noxious has 25, and so he's good on rent, but he knows that there's like $10,000+ just he doesn't have access to that is supposed to be added up. So right now he's not concerned about rent, so money's not a particular issue. He's more concerned with tracking down information on the two Maelstrom guys on their, I guess, binge, or I don't know, maybe it's their, like, graduation run to the next level of Maelstrom on their random binge of violence.
Yeah.
On that. But for now, though, since Noxious is a medtech too, he's thinking of other opportunities with his mad scientist brain and making money. He wants to develop that bluegrass alternative I had asked you about, where it's a combat drug where it will put someone in a state of fear or a state of adrenaline where their blood's pumping and they have to fight. They think they have to fight. So whether it's friend or foe in front of them, if they don't pass a certain check for X amount of meds, they'll just fight randomly whoever's closest to them. So I want to roll for that.
Okay.
And put out the word about that, the right channels.
Sounds awesome, man. So since that does sound like something like in a medical field, give me I'll say any relative check for that. Chemistry could be one for sure, or even medical tech, or even. Which one are you thinking?
I was thinking chemistry because I said I wanted to alter the bluegrass formula as it is. So maybe chemist to change the effectiveness of it. I'm thinking.
That sounds awesome with me. It make perfect sense. And then let me look something up for you. There we go. Cool. I will drop this in the Roll20 chat as well.
But I'm gonna go with the chemistry roll. I think personally that's my best roll here. I might want to try something with medtech. Yeah, I think chemistry is his strongest in the way.
Sounds good.
Oh no, today was not his day. Not his day.
All right.
Well, that week, but I don't think it worked.
So
unless he tries it again.
So as you're in your apartment, mixing in the lab, you hear a knock on the door, doop, 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 and then it starts feeling the beating, boom, 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 and then it gets more fierce, boom, boom. The door is bending inwards with somebody knocking whilst you're mixing this. How does Knox react? In your head, it's like, this is going well, but who the hell is that on my door?
Well, I'm assuming that I have my typical goggles and my gas mask on. I'm just right there at the office mixing. I turn my head like, the fuck is that? I calmly I look at it like, okay, make sure the mixture looks good for now. Go over there calmly, load the shotgun up, put the round. Then I go over to the door and I ask them calmly, who is it? As the shotgun is aimed at the door, ready to go.
Give me a perception check.
What? He's got very good regular perception. He cannot read people whatsoever, but he's good at regular perception. 19.
Alright. You turn to your lab, the chemicals look stable and like they're not going to explode, but you look on the floor and you see a shimmery silver liquid coming in through the door. And then you hear a voice say, Mr. Noxious, it's time for rent.
So is this typical of how he does it? Where there's an indentation in the door. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure there's multiple dents in the door coming inward. But does he usually do this?
What is your question? I said,
is this how he typically comes asking for rent? Like knocking on the door where like he puts a dent in the door? Is this his typical rent asking, or is today a special case?
This is unheard of for you. It's unheard of for you. You've never heard about this. It seems like give me a deduction check real quick.
This sounds like a brand new guy. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Social or education?
I want to say it's education.
It's got education. It's criminology. Yep, deduction. Oh, terrible. I am not a detective though.
He was. So this
14.
So you realize with all this going on, it's like, wait a minute, with this being the Camden Courts solo complex, you start to figure this is above and beyond. Like, they know we're all dangerous here, but you deduce that they are trying to make a point. And even maybe, just maybe, make an example of you in some way.
Okay, does my door slide inward? Like, is the door inside of like a sleeve that comes in and out, or is it all open, left and right?
It can be whichever one that you prefer, whichever one you want that you would prefer.
I think this being a future society door should slide into the pocket as opposed to winding in. So I mean at this point I hope that my door's not bent out of shape enough to where it actually opens all the way. So I'm gonna attempt that. I'm gonna keep the shotgun. It's not gonna be aimed. It's gonna be aimed at them, but they're gonna be able to tell. It's kind of like a calmly. Taking in the situation aim as opposed to trying to take your head off. And I'm going to open the door and ask them what their problem is. Like, you've never come to my door this heavy. Oh, yeah, I've always made rent on time. What's your problem today?
All right, you look out in front of the door. Test. So you look.
Yep.
You look in front of the door. It's no one there. And you turn behind you, and the liquid forms a person standing up. It forms a woman wearing silver with a black tie. I'm talking like shiny, glitter, liquid silver on this woman. And then she says...
So I have made a person.
What'd you say?
So I made are we talking like a silver surfer with clothes type woman we're thinking of?
Think about that, but a little more humor, a little more cyberpunk. But that's the best way of putting it. Okay. And she says, "I'm Elsa, but my handle used to be Phaser Breaker. I am the new landlord and manager of this property, and I've heard that your bank account was taken down, but according to the streets, you have your rent, which is good, in cash. Look, I don't care if it's bloody. Hell, I expect it to at this point. And sorry about going a little extra. It's just part of the new policy because we just had to evict a guy earlier, and things did not go nearly as well for him. You might know him."
Who was it? Was it the guy with the burn scars on? Or like the burn on his head, the techie? Or was that someone else?
Close, but he's not even worth remembering. He's burned out of our memories at this point now. But besides all that, today's rent and her eyes start flashing blue and red, and then she looks around the room and she says, I know you've got it. Just hand it and then give me an evasion check at disadvantage.
I'm good. I was about to say, like, before that, like, has she always had that much access to the apartment or what? Because it's like, the fact that she just popped up in here is just a gross invasion of privacy here.
You deduce that she's actually new, and this is her first time with doing this stuff.
What is that fighting?
Yep, I believe so.
Invasion with this, so once... it's the 18.
And then one more time, 20, it's at disadvantage.
13, damn it. Okay, 13.
And as this conversation is happening, that lab that you were making those chemicals on explodes. Boom! Between you and her. Luckily, you have your mask on, and this ain't the first time you dealt with a exploding lab before. You're unfazed, and as the explosion comes towards her, she liquefies again, and then she comes up behind you as another copy of herself. So now you're sandwiched between them, one behind you, one in front of you, and they talk at the same time. Go ahead.
Because, my first reaction of, explosion of, I look to the side, shit, step just slightly back, just because, at the time, it was between me and the explosion, so it happened. I used her as a shield. Well, okay, you know what, maybe I won't have to pay rent today. And I turned around, she's there again, I'm like, oh, damn, I thought you died. How do you do that? Like, can I get a copy of that program you have or something? Because that is cool right there.
She goes on to say, you want to do this? And then both her clones, they both point at each other. You don't have the headspace for this. The chrome you have enough is already driving you nuts. You do not want to live with this, man. It's tough. I tell you, it's tough. Out of all the cyberware that's on the market, this is the stuff that really makes people flip over the edge quick. But I've been through a lot of shit, and I can take it. At least for now, that is. Having this job...
Go ahead. Does she have a separate boyfriend from you, or do you have separate, or what's up with that? Do you guys date other people at the same time? How's that work out for you?
She liquefies again, and then another copy comes to the side of you. And they say, oh, you got a lot of jokes, man. And don't try to take it away from what you got going on. What in the fuck are you building your lab? I just come for rent, and you got a whole lab in here? That's against policy. Go ahead.
Okay, well, to be fair about policy here, I'm not the only one who's violating this policy every day of the week. Just putting that up with number one. And number two, you wouldn't have been aware of it had you not invaded my apartment of your own volition. That's on your fault, by the way. And number three, your distraction caused the fail. So this is actually your fault, and you actually owe me the material. Okay?
Give me a conversation or a persuasion check or any relevant social check. Even acting could be one as an example.
Oh, he is terrible at socializing here. Persuasion's a 9, performance, acting is a 7. So persuasion, let's go for persuasion. I'm gonna put 2 points of luck into this because I'm also trying to avoid being evicted, I guess.
Right? Oh! 20. Plus 2 for 20, dude. She goes on to say, all her clones, they all look at each other. And she goes on to say, you having the lab is against policy, and I don't know, maybe I'm sorry, I might have thrown you off when I did that. I'm sorry again, it's part of the policy. My bad. I'll tell you what, just because I messed it up, and again, how about we make this deal right here? Instead of your 2,000 for rent, we'll do 1,500. I'm gonna do 1,500, and I help you. I'll get somebody from maintenance to help you out. Reimburse the funds for the lab later on. And and then at this moment, you can tell she seems really, really suggestible as she starts to try to democratize with her clones. They're all starting to talk to find a way to reimburse you, and they definitely seem leveraged in the transaction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, as they're discussing, I'm gonna put them a point. Excuse me. I don't mean to, interrupt your whole powwow over there, but speaking of maintenance, there's a lot of messed up issues. I'm a tech. I don't know if you know me. I don't know if I've introduced myself, but my name is Knox. Nice to meet you all here. But I'm great at my job. I can help you guys, ease the burden around here at the office, It helps you relax, it helps me relax, We can get to know each other better, actually. All three of you, or four. I think 3 is my limit for now, but we may be able to discuss that later on.
They go on to say, oh, what other suggestions might you have? And they seem generally inquired, and you can tell they're eating out of your hand right now. You smooth them over by making it seem like it was their fault that your chemistry project didn't go right.
Okay, I'm going to go through a list of, for number one, security in this building is terrible. The wiring has come up to code since, 10 years ago. Okay, I can actually get you guys really up to stuff here at a discounted price, because I live here, I can see you're stressed out. I don't want to stress you out more, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, help me, help you, help me, help you.
They're like, yeah. They say, I'll tell you what. We understand that you're staying here mainly because you're an edge runner and you get the big gigs, and we get that. But I have this trade for you. You don't have to make any more rent payments as long as you help with maintenance in the building around every once in a while. Nothing dangerous, and maybe you could actually help with a security system, and we may be putting money in your pockets without any charge for rent. And again, we apologize with the new policy and popping in, but we gotta show people we're not the ones to mess with, and that's part of the policy. I mean, this is a solo complex. Only hard asses live here.
You know what? I understand. Okay, I understand. But since we're going to be in a working relationship right now, I think it's only fair you give me the key code to your apartment, so we can both have access to each other's apartments. Never know what emergencies comes up middle of the night,
Right?
For a second.
And there's Knox checking her out. If you're checking her out, I'll ask for a certain role. I'll ask for a role. Because ladies, are you checking her?
He is. I mean, yeah, he's definitely, he not only uses way to get paid, but free rent out of it, and a little relaxation,
Alright, give me a D10.
D10.
Ooh.
Failure.
She looks like a 1 out of 10 for you. Like, you're impressed with her chrome, but overall, fugly, in your opinion. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. She beholds for a 1 out of 10 scale for you. And then she says,
on a tech role, can is she moldable? Is she Silver Surfer moldable clay? Or malleable metal?
Give me a cyber tech check.
Let's see. Big cyber tech. Yeah. 20.
You can tell this is black market experimental tech. and cost 200,000 EBS type is in the price range that she's working with for that Chrome. You're not sure about what exact number, but you know it's mega expensive. It will take lifetimes to get that for an average person. It makes you think that she might have some type of corp connection just by proxy of having expensive tech.
And it makes me wonder why she's in this shithole personally. But with $200,000 worth of Chrome in her. But I'm gonna use the brand as to say, and also I can't listen. As I said, I'm a tech. I can just tell at a glance you're working with some very nice equipment, but I can tell it's not exactly up to code, as it were. So I think me and you could also take a private look. I can look through that stuff. I can tweak for you. Let's see if we can get you up to the standard you want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
All right, give me a persuasion check and then a cyber tech check. She says, "Can you do that really?" And then give me a persuasion check and then now give me a cyber tech check. Oh, there we go.
Please, I'm tech and cyber tech.
He needed that. So you end up figuring some things out about the cyberware, giving her more humanity in the process. She now trusts you at this point.
Alright, cool. We are going to slowly get that 1 out of 10 up to a solid 6.3.
You're doing cosmetic too? Is he doing cosmetic? You can. He's a tech. Are you going to work on a tech? Tech is like the cosmetics of her technology?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on the cosmetic tech at a later date. For now, right. Working relationship first, rent free, and then we can focus on the other part.
The clones, they all give you clap, give you a hand clap, and they say, "You know what? I'm glad we met. Things didn't get bloody, and this worked out." Here, her eyes flash for a second, and she says, "You're free to come in my place. I don't stay here in these apartments. I stay out in the executive zone, but when they see you, they're not gonna blow your head off. And you should be able to come straight in an apartment. Don't worry about the cyber dogs neither. I got them already biometrically assigned and not eat your face off when you get there."
That is definitely good to know. I've always wanted to go to the executive zone. My dad used to tell me about it, here and there. He's been a couple times, but he never took me, But okay, but yeah, it was great. It was great reading. What is her name? I don't think I called her name. Was it?
Drop it in roll 20. What is it? Elsa Phaserbreaker.
Okay, Elsa Phaserbreaker. Cool. That is a note in my bio page. Elsa Phaserbreaker. She could be a great future assistant, that whole multiple.
Yeah.
Rent free. I just saved $1,200 plus bucks.
That's always good, especially since that rent went up.
Same.
Right? Let's say. And then she says, "All right, I gotta go now. I got more tenants I need to evict. Later, dude." And then she just forms into a puddle and seeps down through the floor.
As soon as she leaves, Knox is gonna stand there for a second and goes, I don't dislike it, but I don't know how much I like it either. I'm thinking about this.
And then, as you're thinking about that, somebody knocks on your door again. Knox. Gentle.
Shotgun still ready. Let's do this again.
And you just hear, dude. Knox. It's me, man.
I'm gonna open the door again and look at and have the shotgun still raised. Is it the stoner guy? It sounds like the stoner.
It is. It's Mike White, this your friendly neighborhood net runner stoner guy. He says, "Dude, it's been great knowing you, but I just got evicted, man, dude. Fuck this place and everybody in except you and White Ghost when you used to stay in here. Everybody, they're just all bullshitting, man." But it was nice. It was nice knowing you, man. I just wanted to stop and let you know I'm on a better and bigger. And he looks behind you, sees your destroyed lab, and he's like, "Dude, is everything all right? They just seized your lab, man." You muted, big dog. You good?
Yes. Well, I'm saying, don't worry about the mess over there. You know that happens roughly once every 3 months or so. I'm playing for that. Totally fine though. But yeah, I actually just met the new landlord, or technically landlords. I don't know how that works. I mean, it's all right though. I think I'll stick around here for a bit. If you ever want to get a game online, you can just, you have my tag. Hit me up.
He says, all right, and dude, he looks both ways. Tell your folks this too, but there's a new gig I'm working on. This whole, actually, not even just a gig, whole career path, man, bro. Child care, bro. That's truly where it's at. That's where all the money is. All right, listen. I know you don't see kids often. They're so fucking rare. Why do you think that is, bro? I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with the news. Do you know why that is?
No, but I'm more concerned that people trust you with their kids. But go on.
Look, because this the whole pods thing, the PPPs, the papaya parent pods. So you take your kid and you put them in this pod, and inside the pod they get all the nutrients and all the education they need, and you don't have to worry. All you need is working electricity, 300 watts per hour, man. That's all you need to raise a kid. You set it, forget it. When they're 18, you push them on out, man. That's the new way. And whenever you're ready to get in this field with me, bro, I will put you on, bro. I will mentor you in this, bro. But keep that between me, you and White Ghost. Not everybody has to know. We gotta get on this while we can, man. Just putting that out there. The edge running, I'm done with that. And just that. Just think about the kids, man, and think about the money. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell. Okay, you know what? I'll think about it. Pass the idea on to the team, see what they think. In my head, somehow or other, out of all the things Knox has seen and been a part of, all the poisons he's made, somehow he feels morally wrong about hooking kids up to a giant vegetable pod, basically.
But he's like, yeah. Well, man, just holler at me, bro. It's gonna be booming. The sooner the better. All right, I gotta get out of here before that lady really fucks up my day, man. So take it easy.
Gotcha. And I guess I'm gonna call White Ghost and tell him about it. Though still, I'm feeling very oddly morally conflicted about this one.
Awesome. White Ghost.
So you're gonna call the other least likely person for them to want to watch kids.
Say what? Can't hear you.
I said, so you're gonna call the second person that they probably wouldn't want around kids to potentially watch kids.
I don't know, man. I feel like I trust you over the stoner guy. Personally, but I guess if I'm done with my downtime for the week, I wanted to make that work. I couldn't make that work, but I got a new job opportunity.
Yeah, 2 of them.
I'm with new acquaintance and future associate, so
right,
works out.
Awesome. All right, we'll jump back to White Ghost. And White Ghost, let me see. Let me get a D6 real quick. This is gonna be for the executive hustle that you did. Little side hustle he do besides soloing.
Yeah, so I chose a driver, by the way.
Nice.
I already got his character made.
Oh shit! 6. That's a damn good roll. And then what level are you on
That's my second sit. 3.
Awesome. Took out a legitimate target that was threatening a job and took their funding. Let me get a 2, 4, 6, 7. Let me see a D10, please. Let's see exactly which target that was. So funny enough, you took out a legitimate target and that was threatening a job and took their funding at your old apartments at Camden Courts on the same week.
Oh God.
Let me see. So I'm gonna make a roll. All right, on this contract, it was a hit. It was a hit because you took out a legitimate target. You noticed you took out Arasaka agent near Camden Courts, and you notice in the Arasaka logo on their armor is a design of a papaya and a pod. Let me get a deduction check real quick.
Sure, I'm great at that. That's under education.
Yup.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at that.
You know it's something up with that, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Will you call your buddy and ask him and tell him what happened and ask him about that?
Sure, because I picture he's already calling me. Like, immediately afterwards, and he's trying to tell me about the job. I'm just like, Arasaka runs that.
Yeah. There we go. There you go.
I can't work for Arasaka.
You want me to so you want me to call you or you calling me for the job?
Nah, I was just saying because you already said you were gonna call me. I figured you were calling me after I just taken this guy out. Tell me about
Hold on, wait a minute. So am I calling you like as you're standing over his dead body?
That's what it seemed like. Yup. It's like, wait a minute.
Probably, yeah.
Hey, bro.
Oh wow, that's a crazy time. Okay, well I'm gonna call like, hey, I'm gonna call him on video like, hey, what's up, man? You got a second? I'm gonna look. Do you have a second? I'm gonna look around like seeing signs of a battle. Like, what the hell happened to you? I'm seeing bullet holes all over.
I just got done with a job. So
I mean, I hope not interrupting you.
No, it's done. I just gotta throw the body in the trash can.
So disrespectful, man. He's dead. You could at least, do some respect. Okay, but anyway, beyond that, though,
It's
you remember the stoner guy?
They ain't respectful.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that stoner guy, he actually just got evicted from Camden Courts, but he before he left, he came to me and told me he had a job opportunity. Also, random thought, okay, I might have a possible two-man for us. Technically, it's not, but she can clone herself, so we can work around that. But anyway, though, back to his job. It was something about childcare, a papaya. I don't know if you remember that old, like, ancient Matrix movie, but it sounds like that. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it.
The Terminator movie?
It's money to be made. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. I said kind of like the Terminator movie.
I don't know if you like the Terminator movie. I think this is more like they're basically like putting kids into a vegetative state and educating them. So yeah, I guess it's more Matrixy than that. But yeah, personally, like I said, I feel morally conflicted about it, but money's money,
Who's the job for?
I don't know. It's still the stoner guy. I don't ask all the questions I need to ask probably, but he came to us with the job and it's him. What's the danger that he's gonna get us into? Just saying.
Okay. What, do you know the name of the company that is doing it or anything? Or that he's gonna go
something
work
papaya.
for?
I don't know. Something papaya in the name. I really wasn't paying. I really didn't pay him too much mind. But something with the word papaya and pod. PPP something. With those in there. PPP something.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that.
Why not?
As I'm like looking at the hat, I'm like, it's ran by Arasaka.
Just if they're not, we wouldn't be the first ones to step on their toes. Actually, it's not even stepping on toes. It seems to me more like this is a no shooting involved. We're basically babysitting zombified kids. I think.
Yeah, but
what is there like some like conflict of interest with you and Arasaka? Because I'm a free agent. This is why I tell you don't go in debt. I'm a free agent.
listen, I still got a year here. I can't piss off the people that raised me. But I'm gonna give them a call. Might be able to do it, especially if I'm able to gain knowledge on the tech. I can give it to my company, and do it that way.
Okay, well, look, just blow back close to me, though, okay? And, if Arasaka doesn't like you, make sure they don't like you personally, not me.
Not me.
I mean, I don't know how many other corpos I've taken out, but this is my... I don't know what number this is, that's Arasaka.
Right.
Hey, the fewer the Arasaka people, the fewer people mad at us.
Right. So look, as you guys are thinking decisions like, well, we could make money this way. We don't want to make enemies now. You guys think about the power of credit, and then you guys think about you guys' access to your accounts. And actually, like, wait a minute. Taking on Arasaka might need a little bit more firepower. And you guys, remember, you guys have submersible jet skis waiting in Northwest Night City. And you have the moving coordinates of the Hackers Haven underwater hideout.
Okay. Well, I guess I can say, we need money, or I'm kind of good on money, but we always need some more. You never know what's gonna happen. I know the Arasaka thing is iffy for you personally. Maybe conflict of interest there, but we still have that. What's the guy from Sob Oil? I don't remember no one's names. I'm terrible with names. Oh, I remember faces. I'm a good face. The guy I shot off the roof.
Right,
He was on that garbage barge. Don't we still have a contract out on him? I guess we could do that.
Yes. We also got the contract with that bull that we can turn in for 3,000.
Oh, true. I guess we did pay it. I mean, I thought we were going to keep that.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, options.
Listen, I got a driver. I got a company driver with a vehicle that's more trustworthy than a mechanical bull that just went on Rampage.
Just went on. You muted, big dog.
Listen, we will turn the bull back in, but let's give it another week. Just give me enough time to, get the schematics done. You know what I mean? Get some project ideas in the work, and then we can turn it in. Because it's already here. You know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. Actually, above board, my house. Have I been doing that before? Have I been reverse engineering the bull?
Let me see.
I know I had mentioned it as a possibility to you of things to do in the week, but I don't think it panned out.
The answer is yes, at a 60% success rate. So you're figuring it out. It's not completely figured out, but you've been figuring it out just by proxy, just by thinking of it.
Okay. Ghost. Let's do it like this instead. Do you need the money right now? Because I feel like another couple of days, I'll get that bull fully straightened out. And okay, you have a driver, okay? But imagine your harpoon, but with a bull's head instead.
What, so the horns would be the things that launch into people?
Yeah. And it might even come with a whole sound effect, Might do a whole raging bull horn scream sound effect thing.
Ooh.
Oh, God. You know what?
We would need to keep the bull for a little while longer.
Okay, we can do that. I'm just trying to solve your situation because you want money now. We got money now. Let's just sit.
Knox, I will say with the 60% success rate, and you looking at the bull and just thinking about it from being a tech and knowing how things work, you know how to make the bullhead harpoon. You can make you're fully capable of, how to make the bullhead harpoon. You are fully capable of making that, just not a whole entire bull at this point, with how you've been looking at it and how successful you've been at that.
Well, that being the case, I personally don't want the bull. I mean, I think I can get more utility out of like a snake animal or a rodent like a fox, or either bipedal or smaller. I think I can get more use out of that. So I guess I'm going to turn it in now. I don't think there's anything more I could personally glean from it. So we could turn that in. We can turn that contract in, for the completion rate, and then focus on the guy on the moving island over there. Plus, that might also solve our money issue too. So
yeah, I got someone trying to work on it to get it temporarily unfroze for it.
Okay. Alright, okay, so I guess for now we can turn in the bull, get paid for that, make some new connections and whatnot, give out a few business cards, and then we can work on getting to the barge and solving the money problem for good. In the meantime, your temporary fix could work. Ugh.
Yeah. Which is why I told him we just need like a little temporary, like maybe a day of it, so that way we can, gear up and stuff.
Okay, alright, so we're good with that then? So, yes. So, we'll turn the bull, we'll also we'll turn the bull, and we can look over these jet skis too, because first off, we don't even know what they're looking like, actually. We need to do that too.
I can get my driver, he's pretty good with, sea vehicle, tech and stuff.
Okay, alright, well, that's alright, well, can he come pick us up and we can turn in the bull, and then we can, drive, I guess, to check out our jet skis we won?
How we got, so, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
What vehicle would my driver have?
I'm pretty sure it's like
I know it says compact ground car.
I think it's usually a ground car is your default.
Yup,
So,
ground car. Yup. You have some. What you have in mind?
I probably have to go up and I was just saying that you know how Sawbull usually they run those 6x6 trucks.
Yeah.
It's compact-ish.
You figure out for that you had to do some persuasive, sweet talking.
Yeah,
some way to finesse that. In that case.
Yeah.
What about the second?
I just looked into. So I didn't mean to interrupt. I just looked into the company driver. They come with the compact ground car with seating upgrade, basic very very heavy pistol ammo times 50, very heavy pistol, and a light armor.
I already got all that stuff. The only thing I didn't do was vehicle. I can try to talk and be like, hey, y'all gonna put me in that little winky dink minivan out there. Listen, y'all know me. Y'all know the jobs I do for y'all. I'm gonna need something a little bigger.
Alright, let me get a
You could also argue that your sword sticks out the car. You know, I mean, that's not very covert.
That's a good point. That's the point right there.
I don't need to be riding in a car where my weaponry is bigger than the car. Or almost bigger than the car.
Okay, let me get a persuasion check, and I'll say it'll get a +2 bonus. Oh,
Oh, God. That's 13?
13.
That's 11.
Right. 11. Yo, 13 went to 11. But he gets the +2. I'm about to say is +2 because on the last gig, took out our
Fumble recovery.
That's only combat. It was only combat.
Yeah, I know.
And the sword poking out is a very valid argument.
Plus the weight on the springs of the car, you know what I mean? This is a lot of wear and tear. Over time.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. Okay, I got. Let's
They
see.
made the whole SWAT team for him at the bank.
Yeah, they did.
I got Neuralink. I got. Let's see. Grafted muscle and bone lance. I got subdermal armor, and I got implanted linear frame. So that thing's weighed.
Man, White Ghost. So they answer the phone. They say, "What's up, White Ghost? What do you need?" You said, "We look at this ticket you put in. You said you need a 6x6 truck stat. What's going on? We know you took out Arasaka, and we really appreciate that. Every one of those dead is a plus for all corps across the board."
Listen, y'all trying to put my big ass in this little extended cab smart car looking thing. Man, how tight's that gonna be? If a situation happens, I'm gonna be stuck in the thing, and I'm gonna be shot up by the time I get out.
Okay. Knox, give me a persuasion check. See if you can help White Ghost get advantage. You have to beat 13 for him to get a reroll.
I roll a land vehicle tech check.
Oh, how so?
You know what he's doing.
Say it again.
I was gonna say, can I do the land vehicle tech? Because my idea would have given him to give like a whole technical report on the damages that's being done to the car through his extra weight. You know, reading with the whole graphs and everything.
Prevent him with some statistical evidence.
Yeah.
Sounds great. That sounds awesome. Let me see. Yes, you can definitely roll a land vehicle tech check. All 17. Right. And then give me another persuasion check, Knox. See if he can beat 13. Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. And get a +4 because he has evidence now. He's like, you know what? Look, I got evidence. This is how much. And then they go on to say, well, wow, now that you put it that way, we can give you guys a Hummer truck for you. And then what are you guys doing? You guys
Yes.
What'd you say?
I was saying, is the company still paying for a gas card? You know, that thing sounds like it's gonna just drink gas.
Yep.
The company driver has a gas card.
Right.
Well, actually, chew. We got the chew too. It's gonna drink chew too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
No, it drinks Chew 3.
Chew 3.
No, it drinks Chew. It drinks the older version. It drinks the older version.
Oh. Nice.
Alright, let me get a name. Let me get a name for your driver now. He's gonna pull up in that Hummer. Name.
I already got a name for him.
What is it?
I already got a character sheet made for him.
Is he who I think he is?
Landy
Savage.
Landy Savage.
He's who?
Landy Savage.
Randy Savage. The hair and everything?
It's like Randy, but with hell. Landy Savage. He's one of his ancestors.
That's sick. Okay. Do you have character art?
The first thing that came to mind, okay?
It works. You have character art for them?
Not yet.
Alright.
I will.
Sounds good. Take your time, too. Take your time. Alright, and then y'all's mission was y'all was gonna take that bull and turn it in at the Danger Gal for 3,000 ebs. That's still y'all's plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. Knox, are you saying something?
No, we're good to go.
Okay, cool. Alright, y'all pull up and y'all drop the bull off. And you guys see a familiar face. This time they have cat ears over cybernetic cat ears on top of their head. You drop off the bull and she says, holy shit, White Ghost, look at you. You don't got a whole SWAT team coming after you this time. Remember me, I'm Lily. I'm trying to help you guys out down at the Night City Bank. Thank y'all for bringing me in. Go ahead.
Indra said that Creed was supposed to help. Did Creed help her out with that social media thing?
Sure did. It's also in the I think it's in the clips of high. It's a long MP3 with actually like 100 reviews with help of AI. So yeah, she got the promotion and everything.
Nice. You got a promotion, and we have a booth for you. Yeah, it works out pretty well.
And she says, "That is awesome." And then she starts leading the bull into the building. And then she says, "Here, be careful with this. I really hate for you guys to get robbed. But here's a 3,000 ebs promised in cold hard cash. And when you guys get down to Hacker's Haven, please be careful because I also heard that's where cyber psychos go to. Whether on their own volition or they're kidnapped, more than likely a mix of both. But be careful out there. It's think of it as kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of Night City. That's my only way I can put it."
Is there only Triangle City, or is there more?
That's the only one I can think of. I haven't seen as many psychos in that part of the water and hell anywhere else. You be careful out there. And chances are it might be the swimmer, Danny, too. So watch out for him.
Okay, good to know. I guess you can keep us in mind for any other jobs. Oh, I'm also gonna tell her. I'm gonna also drum up business about my new concoctions on the way. You know, it was. I'm not gonna tell her about the failed experiment, but you know, it's in the works though.
Right. Give me a conversation check. Or a business check if you want to. Conversation.
I got the picture for Landy up on his character sheet.
Nice.
It was business. Let's go. Oh my God! It just doesn't want to win today. 11.
She's looking at you. She's like, Yeah, once you get your account set up, I might be able to help you out with some lending. We look over some things, and we might be able to make some work at that point. But you can tell she's hearing you out.
Alright. Well, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Everyone's gonna be one to line up when this is all said and done. Okay, when the patent is out, you'll wish you got into it early.
She says, "Hey, sounds good. As soon as those accounts get fixed, we can really be able to help one another out." But yeah, don't die. Whatever you do, please don't die, dude. You've come too far. And then she starts to lead the bull into the hideout, and she says, "All right, guys, take it easy now, and watch out for those cyber psychos."
I guess, Ghost, do you want to head over and check out our jet skis that are ready to be picked up?
Yeah.
In our brand new Hummer over here. Oh, is it blue? What's the color of this thing?
Yep.
You don't know what color the jet skis are yet. You haven't seen them in person. But they can be whatever color you guys prefer.
I think he's talking about the Hummer. And it being solvable, it's probably camouflage.
Camouflage Hummer, right? That works.
Nice. Probably like a black and gray camo, matched up branded.
Nice.
Sounds tough. Like it.
Awesome.
All right. So yeah, I guess we can head over and check those out. There's nothing else to do, is there?
You guys sound pretty set.
So we get 1,500 each.
Yup. Let me check. Cash. Alright, now guys, I need both of you guys to give me a deduction check now that you guys both been paid in cash. Oh, not shit. Nice. He's like, well, I got some bread. That's it.
No, nothing at all.
There you go.
Third fumble today. 1, 2.
Noxious, you have no clue. He's like, well, I got some money. Now, White Ghost, you deduced that air filter cyberware is definitely affordable in y'all's budget with this cash.
Filters for what?
To breathe underwater. And just in case. Just in case.
True. Kind of like a scuba tank setup.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah. That would be handy. Like a little weed breather.
Hold up. This is Genix.
Because
What was about to say?
White Ghost is not trying to get more cyberware. White Ghost is not trying to get more cyberware. He is already kind of.
You figured that the Hydro Subsidium Universal Aqualung is a mask you can put on. So luckily it won't take any cyberware toll. But gills are an option.
Yeah, see, the way my money is looking.
Not risk. Oh, gills. There we go. Here you go. I dropped the gills for you guys. $1,000 EBs for gills, just if you want to be on the safer side. As you guys head up to see to check out the jet skis, you see that they are in mint condition. And have a covering and air supply. And you can shoot out of them if needed. Think of a mini submarine / jet ski.
Okay. I think me and my driver are going to just look at them and make sure, there's nothing, kind of like basically do maintenance work on it, make sure everything's good and mechanically, and try to make sure that there's no tracking or anything like that on it, or anything that can be tracked.
You know, I can help out that both as the both on the tech side for the mechanical side and for checking for bugs. I guess if that's cybersecurity or vehicle maintenance tech check.
Yes, those sound good, guys. Both of those.
Okay.
Or even electronic security tech check as well. All of those are completely valid and very understandable.
So, alright, I'm gonna roll my vehicle tech check.
Additionally, I get electric vehicle, and I'll do electric security tech check.
Driver.
I got a 15 for electronics. Knows his stuff.
Dang, my driver's better than all of us.
You notice it is quicker than an average model, and there are no bugs on it. Completely clean.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Who goes to let them know? Well, they're clean. They are, far as I can tell, they are great looking jet skis to get us where we have to go if we're making that move. Now, only question: it says an air supply. I'm sure that has some amount. Two questions here. I know if we use the gills, we can, of course, breathe underwater like mermaids or fish, I guess. But how much would buying just a regular oxygen tank cost us in comparison? And can we then feed that oxygen tank to the air supply on the skis themselves to prolong it?
You figure you swipe on your phone, you see air tank is 100 amps, and you think, hey, it's always good to have backup. 1 hour underwater equals.
See, I wouldn't mind getting the scuba gear, but it's a little bit more than my budget.
Don't worry, man. I'll cover you, okay? Listen, I'll cover you, okay? I just need 50% interest. That's it.
So you got 10,000. One for you, one for me.
Air tank. I said get the air tank. No, well, if you want to get the scuba gear, that's up to you. I was just gonna get the air tank. I was gonna do this cheaply. Efficiency.
Here's the thing. There's a cyber psycho loaded up with shark cybernetic there. So, if something happens, we're going to be stuck in water, not able to breathe.
We've got the harpoon. We can definitely fish a possible shark human.
But how long are we going to have in water if the air supply gets messed up on the jet ski?
That's why I'm saying we bring extra tanks with us so we can just swap them out.
No, I'm saying not that we run out of air, but it gets damaged.
And we have multiple tanks. Or some other option was to tell a bunch of the rat folk we're taking them somewhere. We're going to use them as bait. If they all die, no one finds out about it.
Oh, God. Thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? Just so there's not another cyber psycho down there. But I ain't got enough eddies and cash to buy that gear.
Alright, both of you guys, let me get a streetwise check real quick. See if you guys know about a certain urban legend. That's Night City history.
It's social.
Yup.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in real quick. Alright. Danny the Cyber Shark's preferred sauce in his murders has been the barbecue sauce for Metropolitan Barbecue and Grill, also favored by Scavs, Cannibals, and Maelstrom.
The barbecue sauce or the bar and grill?
The sauce. Source from old history from 2072. So from the stories of the early 2070s. That's been the word, the urban legend that you guys remember.
Well, what are the chances of us encountering the shark anyway, White Ghost? Because I'm not really
50-50.
50-50. Well, look, 50-50, what I'm saying is, okay, we don't have to kill him. All we have to do is provide him with another meal that's easier to eat than us while we escape. Hence, we bring a bunch of rats with us. It's a field trip.
Sure.
Or you know what I mean? We can grab once we grab your buddy who we're turning in. We can bring one of his people, you know, and use him as bait or her. You know, you never know what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now, if we have some of this barbecue sauce, we could definitely make that work. Do you have a handle, or do you have like a lead on how to get this barbecue sauce from 2072?
I think I do. So I'm gonna text Waylon and see if he knows anyone that may have a bottle that we can use to track Danny.
He goes on, he texts you instantly back and he says, "It's good to hear from you, man. Yeah, they haven't changed their recipe, so you can just pop in the spot and get some directly from the store, man. Directly from the restaurant. And plus, I've been doing some digging. My netrunner buddy, he's just had enough energy. He gave me his flash drive. So I also got you Danny's number too. Send that over right now.
Alright.
And then I can send you guys the GPS toward Metropolitan Bar and Grill. I'll make it show up on you guys' map.
Alright. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
I'm gonna tell him thanks for the help, and I'm gonna hang up.
He gonna say, wait. Make sure that
Okay.
One thing about Danny, man, I remember when he was still before he got all the chrome. Maybe with some help from Nux, you could actually restore him to he's actually a functioning member of society instead of killing him, or at least trying to take out some of his chrome. Well, a majority of it. I'm tired of this happening every so often, and I don't want to see him go out like this.
I would choose that more dead than alive, but you know we can try. Right.
Hey, you know what they say? You can't help anybody if you can't help yourself.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to keep him alive for you.
Just sounds good. Let me know how it goes.
I will.
For barbecue sauce runs.
Well, you
Hey,
Have I ever had barbecue? Have we ever eaten there?
I don't think y'all have before. At this crew, I don't think y'all have before yet. I don't think y'all seen what that place is like. No.
Nope, we have.
Oh well, I guess we can. Well, I guess we can go and get this barbecue sauce. I don't know. Maybe send your driver in there to get it, because Maelstrom is possibly looking for us. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather not run into him right now. Since it's more Cade's problem than our problem.
I'll pick it up. I ain't gonna throw my driver in danger. It's his first day. I ain't gonna throw him into the middle of a maelstrom storm.
Yeah, I'm saying, this is what we. I mean, it's better. He gets used to it now.
Right? Get used to it early. That's so funny.
Alright, so while we're heading there, I'm going to try to call Danny.
Alright. Alright, you call and you hear the line pick up.
Hey, Danny!
You just hear and a lot of what sounds like shredding. You can tell he is in full shark meal mode.
Danny, so I know you're probably on a job for Tom Little, or you may just be swimming in the water, but I will send Eddie's your way for you not to attack us.
You can tell he is he's shredding something up. He is in the middle of a lunch underwater. You can hear that from the call.
Text me whenever you get the chance. Bye.
As you say bye and you hang up, you can tell he's going nuts. He's rampaging right now, is what you can tell, or just eating. And then the call ends.
So I'm gonna tell him not. I'm like, hey, so good news and bad news. Good news, I got a hold of Danny, and I talked to him. Bad news, I don't think he heard me, and I think he's full cyber psycho.
I mean, well, it's not the end. Well, it was in the best worst case scenario anyway, so it's not exactly a loss for us here. In the meantime, though, let's while we're heading to the bar place, I want to talk to his driver. Get his story about Salve Oil and his experience here.
All right, he'll go on to tell you that he worked in maintenance for Salve Oil while working on his CDL certified driver license. And that being a personal driver would pay more.
So, what brought you here to Salvo instead of Arasaka? Is it just so happens, they were the first people who told you to come in for a job?
He goes.
Because for me, they're all corporate still the same to me. What I mean? I don't get what the whole competition is between them.
He goes on to say, well, as long as you've been in it as I have, you know that Arasaka is the worst, and sooner rather than later they're gonna betray you. And Salve Oil, they haven't backstabbed me yet, and I haven't heard about them backstabbing anybody except that other guy, the other fella, Grim Riddle. He's a bastard, but everybody else for the most part has been pretty cool. And to tell the truth, I want to get in some action too. I come a long line from fighting and wrestling before I was in the maintenance world, so I'm really trying to get back into things. I never was an edge runner myself, but being with White Ghost, that it makes me an edge runner just by proxy, a driver edge runner. And I figured I could make even some more scratch on the side with some little situations here and there. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like a truly spoken company man. So, well, I guess I can say good luck to you, but I will give you a heads up. You live a lot longer by not doing this right here. Yeah.
And said, well, to tell you the truth, trust is the biggest thing, especially here in Night City, but I've been assigned to White Ghost, and he hadn't did me wrong yet. This is our first gig, but he should already know how loyalty works around here, though. I'm sure you heard of that before.
Alright, Okay. Well, when we get in here, I guess keep the car running and pointed in a direction we can get out of here. Do you want anything for takeout when we go in there? I haven't been in it myself, but it's a barbecue place. Maybe they've got good ribs, good chicken. I don't know.
Yeah, so about this barbecue place, it's cannibalism.
Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, they don't have any, like, vegetable sides? Like, what are the sides?
He goes on to say,
Fingers, maybe? I don't know.
he goes on to say, well, to tell the truth, they don't say that explicitly in the menu, but a lot of people assume that because it's a weird area and because the nukes they used to hit around here, you got some people who partake in human flesh, and it hasn't been denied that it's people, but it hasn't been confirmed. But the menu says pulled pork, fries, ribs. Yeah, I'll go for a rack of ribs, but as far as I know, the real problem is some of the folks outside the barbecue place. Inside nice, but the outside it's pretty shifty. But that's what they say about all good restaurants. A lot of good restaurants are in dangerous places, so that number just sticks to the rule right there.
Gotcha.
Good to know, okay? He wants a rack of ribs. No, you want pulled pork and fries or a rack of ribs. We'll get this one. Alright? Good enough.
Alright, and
are we allowed to smoke in the company car, by the way?
Landy says light it up. Landy says light it up. You muted, big dog.
I said, well, he's going to take off his face breather mask that he usually keeps on. He's going to smoke a cigarette while they're on their way.
Alright, give me a style check. That won't be under social, wardrobe and style.
I got one more luck point. You know what? No, I need to save that last luck point. 16. Definitely good that I didn't waste it.
Right? He's looking cool. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm imagining he's just, looking out the window, just taking them long, slow poses, like contemplating on the way. Self monologue.
Right. Alright, Notches, give me a deduction check. Because you having that moment where you have in your head and you're thinking about things. You're starting to try to put two and two together as you're sitting back smoking and thinking. What's looking cool?
14.
You figure that if the legends are true, that the food and sauce will help get Danny a meal and maybe save you from getting bit. You or your friends from getting bit.
So yeah, well, as in the car, so I have that epiphany moment of well, this legends have said it's always about barbecue. So if not, anybody you called, but he was hungry. So if nothing else, maybe we can throw some barbecue out into the water and save ourselves. Plus, we don't have to kill a bunch of rats potentially.
Yup. Awesome. All right, fellas, let me get a perception check from both of you guys as you guys are pulling up. You notice the place looks shady from the outside, but not more shady than usual.
Isn't that all barbecue places?
Pretty much, you see the scabs, Maelstrom, and Poverty around the reclaimed area restaurant.
Is this area kind of like how the hospitals are? Is it like a neutral area, or is it just everyone coming here for food? If someone dies, it's not exactly out of the ordinary.
The second one, exactly that, exactly like that last one. And then plus with it being by this gray area, that hot zone, the best way I can put it is some nuclear-fied people are struggling around that area too. So it sucks out there, and it's not uncommon for people to die, come up missing, or get cooked outside. You muted, big dog.
What happens if is it still muted again? Come on, how
You
is
good now?
that?
You good?
Yeah.
Yup.
Well, I guess I'm gonna turn to White Ghost before we go in here as I'm loading the shotgun. Like, all right, so let's get ready for this. This looks sketchy as hell, but it's another day. Are you sure you don't want to try anything before we go in here, man? You sure? I'm just saying, it would be a shame if this place closed down before you tried it, and it turns out they were not cooking people. You
know what? I will get the pulled pork fries.
Alright.
Okay, cool. Who wants a pulled pork fries? I'm getting chicken on the bone. At least I know what that's supposed to look like. I mean, this is 2077. I don't think a bone exists anymore.
Right. I'll see what you
No, they exist. They're just cloned chicken.
Right.
Alright, so yeah, I guess everyone's ready to go out and brave the Memphis barbecue place.
Alright. As you guys look into the window, you guys squint your eyes, and you can see the cashier waving his arm like come on in. Very, very urgently.
I'm bringing the shotgun. I'm not even tucking the shotgun. I'm bringing it out, ready to go.
I'll hop out of the car and I'm gonna tell the driver, lock the door just in case.
He looks around. He says, "And what?"
And then I'm gonna head to the stand.
Alright, as soon as you guys get out, you guys notice that the crowds on the outside of Skies and Maelstrom start to head towards you guys' truck as soon as you guys get out.
I figured. It's like lock the door.
This would have been a perfect time for have my bluegrass formula. This would have been a perfect moment to do a little field testing.
How'd that go for you?
Well, it wasn't my first and foremost, it was not my fault, okay? There's a slight setback, but we're on it, we're on it. Slight setback.
Awesome. Are you guys moving into the restaurant? You guys notice people starting to converge onto the truck as soon as you
I'm going in, but I'm also trying to keep an eye on the truck, make sure nothing happens.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the truck is bulletproof enough to survive some small arms fire.
Yeah, but it's Maelstrom.
That is true. Well, I guess we'll make this trip quick as I'm following behind him towards the Memphis place, taking that like one last look back at Landy Savage, like he's got this, man.
Right.
He's got this.
Awesome. You guys get up in the restaurant and it smells great to you. To both of you guys, the smell is 10 out of 10. You've never been in a place that smelled as delicious as this place in your life, and you're hoping, man, I sincerely hope it's not people that cook and they have some form of pork or actual meat. And as soon as you get in, the cashier jumps over the counter, runs right behind you guys, and then puts a wooden board between the door to make sure nobody gets in. Then he said, "Whew, welcome on in, y'all. Sorry about what you had to deal with outside. Ever since the nukes dropped, it's been pretty difficult security wise. But anyways, what can I get you guys?"
Pork fries.
Okay.
Order of ribs and a bottle of sauce to go. What about you?
I'd also like an order of a chicken, but let me know what kind of sides do you have? You know, like what's your famous here besides the sauce? What kind of sides are we working with here?
Oh,
and why do you have room for cannibalism?
Well, we got the kibble collard greens. What else? Kibble and cheese, kibble cobbler, and a favorite among many is the kibble gumbo. Yeah, that barbecue kibble gumbo is one of our best. A lot of people don't know about that. That's my personal favorite. And what was that last thing you said? About cannibalism? You muted, big dog.
I think my mic's kind of moves away from my mouth sometime there. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, I'm no expert at culinary cuisines, as it were. I eat pretty much whatever's on the plate here, but this place smells absolutely amazing, and it smells like you have actual food here, which is kind of hard. I figure the executive zones, their cafeteria lunch area would have it, but you having it literally outside of a blown out crater, it's you gotta admit yourself, it seems suspicious.
Hey man, a lot of modern technology, and yeah, they working on your order in the back, and it's almost done. And is that y'all's truck out there, right? That I just seen y'all get up out of?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can I wanted to put in the order while it's cooking. I wanted like one of everything except the gumbo. The gumbo doesn't sound like it's gonna sit on the stomach, but I'll take one of everything though.
All right. All in total for that order, I'm looking at 100 EBs. We accept cash only. We're a cash only place. And then he wait.
Okay.
All right, minus 100.
I'm gonna cover the food. What were you asking us about the car outside though, or the truck?
I'm gonna say, look at how your partner's handling it. That's pretty good. And then you look outside. You see Scals and Maelstrom start to swarm on the truck, but he's doing donuts, swinging them off in the parking lot in front of the restaurant.
Okay.
I'm recording this.
Give me a photo and film check.
Yeah, this is gonna be his on the job training. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's gonna be attached to his resume.
Right. Give me a photo and film check. I think that's gonna be under technique. Technique, yup.
Yep, it is.
You said
that one well.
Photo and film. Yup.
One of my least liked things.
It's some definitely a recognizable resolution. Definitely a recognizable resolution. And he said he's handling that well. And then as soon as you guys turn back to him, he holds up a bag and says, "Here you go. Food and sauce. Anything else you guys need?"
No, thank you. Do they have grenades here? You have grenades here? Actually, I mean, well, right here, I could take some ammo. If you have some ammo, I'll take some. I need some ammo.
I thought y'all never asked. You got a special ghost pepper grenade. Ghost pepper tear gas grenade.
Ooh, we'll take all of those.
And tear gas shotgun shells. Some people are crazy enough to put that stuff on their food. It's that spicy you can use it as a gas grenade or tear gas shotgun shells. Those go for 100 ebs each.
Oh, that sounds pretty nice. What's the effectiveness of this grenade? Because I've never heard of it, but it sounds like it's a nice crowd control option.
Well, if you ask me, they're better than your standard tear gas grenade by a small smidge. Then his eyes go blue, and then he sends you guys. DV16 on resist.
Yeah, I'll buy a grenade.
I think not bad. Only 16 grenade. Okay, that sounds pretty nice. And I can also cannibalize it later on. Add it to my own repertoire of things. So, yeah, I'm gonna take 3 grenades and let's take 4 shotgun shells. Those are shells. It's not slug, right?
Well, you can get them. You technically can get them either or. I just personally prefer the shell.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, yeah, I'll take 3 grenades and 4 shotgun shells.
Alright.
And I get a discount since I'm getting a bulk order here. I did just buy one of everything. You know what I'm saying? And we're shopping with the alternative menu. 10%. 15.
And so on the shells or slugs, they're 100 per 10 units. And they're going to be same damage as basic shells and slugs, but tear gas effect as well.
Piercing. I have a lot of grenades, actually.
I have one.
I need to start using some of these. I've got a couple, actually. Okay, I'm gonna hand him the 100 for 10 units. I'm gonna give him the 3 grenades and let's get 10 shotgun shells. So 400 ebs in total.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll do that, and if I like them, I'll come back and get more.
He says, sounds good, but
Nox is doing.
Yeah, what are you saying, Dylan?
I was gonna say, as Nox is getting his order of grenades and stuff, I'm just gonna open the door and throw one out at the crowd of maelstroms and everyone to get them away from the truck.
Awesome. Give me an athletics check.
Wait, it's not. This is a tear gun. This is shotgun shells.
Oh, nice. You chuck one of those grenades out there as like a test trial, and you see the crowd scatter like roaches.
It works, not.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up, and I'm gonna Bart tell the cashier, let me get one more of those grenades then.
He's like, yeah, they work good. And he hands you another one for 100 elps.
Okay, so 500 in total. I'd say that's money well spent. And I bought 10 shotgun rounds, or 10 shotgun slugs, and 4 or tear gas, and the pepper tear gas grenade.
And then he says,
Stuff.
and then he says, you know what? That there was a real good demo of what our product can do. I tell you guys what. Here, I'll let you guys be the first to test this. See is, and he pulls out a can and slams it on the counter. Boom. The barbecue tear gas spray. And when you smell the tip, it smells like barbecue sauce. But so you spray it on your blade or whatever weapon you want to stab or cut somebody with. And it can inflict a tear gas effect as well. And if it gets in the open wound, oh boy.
Very good to know. I think we'll get a chance to use that pretty soon. And I'm also like looking outside to see how scattered the crowd still is. You know, while we have our food, this is a great time to get into the van. Well, not the van, the Hummer.
The Hummer. Yep. It looks clear.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yes. Are we good to go? Unless you wanna try something else.
Yep. I'm ready.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll grab the bags of food and our grenades all loaded up, and we'll head back to the truck. Very nice. Look at that. See, on an eventful trip, we could have totally sent him in here, and he'd have lived.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be driving the car to keep people away, though.
Sure. Well, I suppose if me and you were there, we probably would have just started killing him. Like, you know what? This actually was a better option.
This is a better option.
Yeah, see?
Awesome.
Well, I think you would have been killing you. I'd have been backing you up, but it wouldn't have been my decision to start the killing, though.
Awesome.
Mm.
Right? So it could have went either way. All right, are you guys headed to the jet skis and start to take off on the water?
Hold on, I just want to make sure that Landy, tries the food first, as well.
Okay. Y'all get in the truck. I hand him his food. He sniffs it. That smells good. Bites down on it. And he just nods his head up and down. He just starts going at it. And then he does like that. And he says, 10 out of 10 with a mouthful of food. Other hand on the steering wheel.
If I get that chemical analyzer thing.
The chemical analyzer?
Nope, I have it. It was one thing to buy. I don't have it. This has been a great time for it to come in here.
You can buy
I guess we'll take his word for it for now.
For now, I could get one, but we just take his word for it. You definitely could stop by in the store and get one of those. So I will say that as well.
Okay, you know what? I have a lot of food. I'm gonna tell him, on the job, I don't want to, eat. I don't want to be on a full stomach on the job. I'm gonna wait to get a chemical analyzer later.
Okay. Alright. Is he gonna take a bite as well? Anybody else taste testing while they on the way?
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
You try it. White Ghost, and for you, it was a 9 out of 10. One of the best things you ever had.
Is that his personal chef's opinion?
Yes, that's his personal chef's opinion. A 9. Not even a skewed roll either. I'm not even skewing these rolls neither. That's the crazy part. It must be just that good.
I'm still gonna save mine for later. But okay, I have 2 great reviews. Okay, good enough.
Awesome. All right, are you guys ready to head to the bank and hop on the jet skis?
Yep.
Yep. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more recon, but I think we've done all the. I guess we can just go in carefully here.
All right, what kind of recon? What you got in mind?
Well, I mean, it's a moving base. Like how big it is, how deep underwater it is, level. How are we gonna get in and get out unseen? Is it even possible to be stealthy here? These kinds of questions. Or how long is our air supply gonna last? Do we have enough time to go there and back? How many air supply tanks do we need? All these things.
Right. After evaluating the jet skis, you determine that there is 10 hours of oxygen in each submarine / jet ski.
As long as we don't run into, I guess, the shark guy or run out of food to throw at him, we should be all right. I think we've got enough time to, do we have to do 10 hours? Pretty long time.
Well, and then it refills whenever it's in air or on land. And looking at the coordinates, Hacker's Haven is 69 feet deep in the water.
Oh yeah, man. We should have plenty of time to do this, man. We should be good to go. I would not maybe a year or 2 to help us out to round things off. I feel like 4 is a good number to go in with. 3, I feel like there's always going to be that one corner that we didn't cover when we go into a room.
Yeah. And you also determine from checking it out that the armor on this thing is at SP12. So think of it as a heavy armor.
I'm not exactly. I mean, I wouldn't want to get into a prolonged fight with it, but it's optional. But to that, I don't know, maybe we can call Alicia, see if she wants to round out this team. Just in case, who knows? We could do it as well. Just Ox personally feels better with a group of 4 than a group of 3.
Yeah.
All right. Any of y'all got our number? If y'all wanted to call the NPC?
Oh wait, I don't know if I had. Well, actually, I believe I did because me and her exchanged information with the poison thing. So I'm gonna give her a call.
Give me a D10, and then we're gonna add your luck to it. See if you're lucky enough to have her answer the phone.
D10. So that is plus my total luck stat, or how much luck I have left remaining.
Yes, your luck stat. So how much you got? How much you start with? It's like your base.
Okay. That was a 5.
She does not answer. It rings, and goes to voicemail.
That was maybe anyway, so unless anyone else have any other people we want to call, I guess we can load up and let's do it.
I don't have any.
Or if not, this can always be like a little diving run just to check it out and then come back.
Yeah.
Landy says, "What you got? What you guys think?"
We could just say screw it, going for.
What are you saying, Dylan?
We could just go in without tests.
No. What I'm saying, I would definitely prefer 4, but because I feel like there might be a corner we're not gonna see. But I think we're good to go with 3. You two seem like, look at him. He's very gun ho here. He actually makes the enthusiasm of 2 people. Landy over there.
He's like, "Yep."
Apparently, he's itching for a fight. So this could come in handy for us.
As you guys are thinking and deciding, Landy hops out and he hops on a jet ski. He says, "Man, these things go pretty fast. These things go," and he takes off and then plunges into the water.
Does he know how to drive that thing?
Yes, he does.
I've checked. Have you checked his resume? Is this on his list of things to do?
Yes, it is.
I don't know. We'll take for it, I guess. I guess we'll have to drive after him. Or do you want to drive? Because I don't think my driving is up to par with anything at all.
I can drive. I'm good at sea vehicles. Everything else is different.
Well, I got you. Land and sea, or all of my vehicle tech is like a little bit above the average.
There we go. $17.
I guess I'll load up into the diver behind, or the one that's left behind White Ghost, and we can chase after our driver. Oh, actually, does he have comms? Is he on comms?
Yes.
I guess let's call him and see how he's faring. Like, what's it look like down there?
He goes on to say, "It's clear so far. Whew, I ain't had fun like this in a long time. I'm having a ball down here. Look, I'm doing tricks and everything." You muted, big dog.
Sounds good.
There we go.
I
was gonna tell him, I guess. Just don't do too many donuts. Don't get seen by something.
All right. You guys heading? Are you guys ready to plunge into the water?
Yeah, we've got all our snacks and things ready. Yeah, we're good to go.
All right. And then I take it that White Ghost is going to be piloting sea vehicle, I presume.
Yep.
All right. Feel free to put you guys in anywhere within a light blue rectangle, like side to side of each other, and to represent you guys in that sub together. Cool. There we go. Right. White Ghost, give me a perception check, and Knox, give me a perception check as well.
Jesus, this is a terrible day for me today. That's my fourth fumble in one session.
Right. To be fair, he had that nearly legendary Cybertech roll earlier too. That one was big. Check.
Yeah, I don't know if it balances out the same way here.
Only one way.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least he's alive still.
Yeah, he hasn't been hurt yet, right? He hasn't been hurt yet. White Ghost, you see everybody landing, going deeper and deeper down to the coordinates, and you don't notice anything peculiar so far. Let me get another pilot C vehicle check.
For me and him?
Just for you, White Ghost, since you're piloting, since you're boating. Awesome.
That was 17.
Awesome. You can move 4 squares.
Trying to keep up with Landy.
Can we go diagonally too?
Yep, diagonal counts as well. And then he's like, "Hey y'all, look at me!" And he starts flaring up, like he's going up toward back to the top of the sea level. And then let me get a perception check from both of you guys. Again.
He's about to get blown up by a torpedo. Just know it.
No, you put that evil on him.
Right.
19 perception.
So it's my turn to move.
And White Ghost saying perception check. Perception check from you again.
Okay.
Awesome. Both of you guys see that as he's heading up toward the surface in a show-offy, stylish manner. He's twisting in the air. He's doing barrel rolls in the water. He's going up. And then you see him, boom, get his jet ski knocked back a little bit and end up falling out of it. And then you see him. You know, you find.
Does he have his breathing on? Oh god, he doesn't.
He's knocked out. He's knocked out of the pulled out of the jet ski without a mask, and you guys witnessed Danny firsthand, and you see his shark teeth and his enormous jaw start to spread, and he's starting to bite at him. You guys see blood in the water as he is munching out at Landy. Let me get initiative from y'all.
I'd rather him get shot by a torpedo. This torpedo's faster. That is a 10. And I was at my 5th fumble? Okay, well, geez. Still better than White Ghost. Wait. What's Ghost is a 15? I don't understand this whole having to do it twice thing. Alright.
Then I'm gonna get Landy in there. Awesome. And we got Noxious going first. Noxious, since White Ghost is driving, you can use your action now, or you can wait till they move for your action if you would like.
Okay. So question here: does the harpoon work? Because I know we talked about it. I don't know if we got that installed on the onto the vehicle. I know we could have done it during downtime, but I don't know if we did that or not. I don't think we did.
Nope. I think y'all already have a harpoon gun. I think y'all used that last session. Yep. So y'all still got the gun, but y'all don't have the bull one, and it's not mounted. But you do have one at least.
Oh, so it's not mounted. Okay, damn. Yeah. All right. Well, if I open up, I guess, the shell to let out some of the food, is there like a port to do that safely? Without crushing the ship from pressure.
Yeah, I will say it is completely movie logic. So technicalities will be to rather your convenience rather than inconvenience, if that make any sense. You're muted, big dog.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. So with movie logic going here, I'm going to throw out some of the food, and hopefully that will get him to come towards us. And in that time, White Ghost can prepare to harpoon him.
All right, give me an athletics check and see how far you can throw. You can throw it in the water. How far you can get that bait.
I'm not. Or if it lands short, I don't know. Maybe I don't think that's the worst thing in this case. Body athletics. Okay, this is my last point. I'm gonna use my last point of luck in here because I'm hopefully gonna try to save our driver's life here. So, that's a 10.
You throw it up, and then it goes about to right there, and then it floats up to the top, and then you look at your driver buddy Landy getting bitten at, and then you realize, oh wait, he had so much before over here. He's practically already barbecue flavor from what he just had. He's had it fresh.
Oh no, I didn't think about that. Oh man. Well, in that case, I'm looking at a White Ghost. How much did you eat before we got here?
I ate all the fries.
You muted, big dog. You muted, big dog. There we go.
Oh, I don't know what's over his mic today. Alright. Well, that was my plan. He's not dead yet, though. Not dead yet.
Alright, next we'll bring it to Danny's turn. He's going to swipe with his shark jaws. And I got to make a few rolls on Landy's behalf. Hold on. As you guys are looking, you notice through the comms, you hear Landy saying, guys, I need some help ASAP. And you see floating up, bloop, Landy's arm, and then bloop, Landy's hand start to float to the surface. He's getting ripped apart. Landy tries to kick out him, to no avail. And he tries to swim up with one arm to get to the jet ski. And then that brings us to White Ghost's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna drive 4 squares, right?
You get to roll pilot. Oh, you already rolled 17. Yep, you can move 4 squares with that. Yep.
I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, rolled earlier, back when you guys were looking at the situation. I think. No, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Let me get another one. Okay, 14. You can move 3 squares with that.
I'm gonna launch a harpoon at Danny.
Alright. General mass or an aimed shot?
General mass, just because I'm trying to will him away from Landy.
Awesome. Let's see it.
And I'm gonna throw in 2 luck.
Alright. $22. Okay.
4 to hit. Oh god, and I critted on the damage.
Let's see what we got. Oh my god. Just barely
You
missed.
said you were gonna try to kill him.
I wasn't trying to kill him.
Oh, no, well, it was you who tried to keep him alive, and now he's possibly dead. Oh, shit.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's barely at
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get Danny away from Landy. So as that happens, I'm gonna tell Landy grab onto the line, and I'm gonna will him into ours.
Awesome idea. Awesome idea. Shell
Because
shock.
it'll be faster than him swimming.
That makes sense. Shell shock. I'll award you a luck point for that one. That was an awesome idea. I never even thought about that. Use a reel for your buddy to pull him in. That's an awesome idea because Danny clean dodges it. Oh, he doesn't. Landy looks at his gone arm and his missing hand, and he uses both of his feet to clamp onto the wire. And he holds onto the wire getting brought towards you. And then now, that's going to bring us around to Noxious's turn. Noxious, you and White Ghost now have a hold of a driver who is bleeding out of his shoulder from his arm being missing and bleeding out of his nub of a wrist from getting his hand eaten off. How are you reacting and how would you like to do? You are...
Was he pulled into the boat, or was he pulled into the submarine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, obviously, first aid is the first thing to do here, so I don't think I need to assess his injuries. I can see
where
his injuries. So, what's the most pressing concern to stabilize?
I'd say the shoulder blade from the missing arm. Probably losing more blood out of his shoulder than losing out of his hand, maybe.
Okay, so that would be paramedic?
Either paramedic or first aid, yep.
I need to get my paramedic up. I'm only at a 10, and I'm out of luck points, too. Okay, come on. 15.
Let's see.
That's a 15?
Let me see if that does it. Stable. You are able to get him stabled successfully.
Also, now, do I have, as a med tech, do I have any kind of sedatives on me, sedative drugs, kind of,
Yes.
or anything? Because I'm assuming he's gonna need something to kind of calm his heart pound and all that.
Oh yeah, sure can. You do have that, and then the duration of it is 1 minute. But if you roll high enough, you can sedate them longer than that. If you can pull it off right.
What's the roll?
It's gonna be pharmaceutical, first aid, or paramedic. Any one of those. So that's technically a pharmaceutical skill on your roll abilities, but I think as far as rolling it'll be under paramedic or first aid.
Rank 2 surgery, pharmaceutical. Oh, it's a rank 1 pharmaceutical. So okay. Right. Pharmaceuticals is in custom or education, maybe.
So pharmaceutical is the.
Well, you said it's roll ability, right?
Yeah, it's the roll ability, but it won't let you just outright roll pharmaceutical, I don't think. So the closest thing to would be first aid or paramedic for inducing the shot of the sedative.
Okay.
For pharmaceuticals.
Well, both the same. So paramedic, 13.
Awesome. You give it to him, and he instantly closes his eyes, and you feel his heart start to beat a little bit slower. But you know he's going to need to be in a hospital soon.
Okay, I'm going to turn to White Ghost, and I'm going to ask him, does he have a commenting card as I'm searching his pockets for one? Maybe it's in his pockets.
I don't think so. Funny, I don't think so.
Well, either way, I'm going to turn to White Ghost. Listen, man, if he lives, I'm building the company. If he dies, I'm still building the company. Okay, he's stable for now.
Awesome. All right, having reeled Landy into you guys' vehicle, Danny turns. He looks at all you guys, and then licks his lip. To attack you, he's gonna try to attack through the jet ski. White Ghost, give me a piloting sea vehicle check to see if you can whip it around and avoid getting lunged at. Oh yeah, you were able to avoid it just fine. Landy is unconscious, so I will take him out of the initiative. He's out cold. That's gonna bring us to White Ghost's turn.
Alright, so he's up to us now, right? Trying to attack us?
Yup, and you just avoided and you just avoided him.
Alright, Danny. I'm gonna swing me cleaver.
Alright.
No, I'm not going to aim shot. I'm not trying to kill him. Golly!
Oh, the 3 6s? Yo!
Sixes. Oh, three. Oh,
Damn! Alright. Let me see some critical injuries. Let me see 2d6 3 times.
$2d6 3 times?
2d6 3 times for 3 separate critical injuries to the body.
I think you only get
66s. It's only 1 per 2.
I know. I like to house rule. I like to house rule. If you get 3 6s, you get 3 6s. It's even crazier because that was almost a max damage right there. You got 3 6s, then a 5, so it's almost another 6.
A 7, a 7, a 8, and a 9. Dang.
Damn. So
I just realized that.
You just realized it's what?
It's going up by 1, 7, 8, 9.
7. Awesome.
Yeah.
So the injuries you end up doing is the foreign object injury, broken leg, and torn muscle. I'm gonna drop those in roll 20. And how do you want to flavor that? Because it's really hard to swim if you have a broken leg.
I said, I'm like, try talking to you, Danny. You attacked my driver. Now you're gonna have to deal with the blunt end of the object. And I would say I just try to cleave him in half. But, well, not cleave him in half, but I try to, like, incapacitate him. But because the water kind of throws it off. So I slice him. And as I'm slicing him, the blade kind of turns and ends up whacking his leg, breaking it. And it causes a foreign object from, like, rubble and, like, particles in the seawater. And the torn muscle was from him trying to dodge.
Nice.
Awesome. Trying to rip through him like that.
Is he dead or?
Noxious, as you see this happens, you're like, is he dead? As the swipe goes, he tries to swim up for a bit. Then his arm starts to go limp, and without anything to I think what's going to happen now, since he can't, it's real tough for him to move like that. Let me see something actually. He is. What'd you say?
I was like, can we bring him into the submersible? I guess it would be what this is. Because if he has a bounty, is he worth dead or alive, or do they care?
It's more of a friend wants him alive, so they try to fix him.
Yeah, that's exactly
it. We could just bring him onto the boat.
Yup.
Did you discuss
probably will.
Okay.
No, I just told him I tried to bring him back alive.
If nothing else, it's an interesting experiment. So let's bring him in alive and secure him. Pretty sure he's not moving too much after that hit, though.
He is not moving too much after that hit, and if you guys put him on, he allows you guys to put him on board because he's hurt. That's gotta suck to be him. He falls unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna tie him up while we're doing it. And can I run a cyber tech check to kind of disable as much of his cyberware as possible?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Technique, cyber tech. That is a 16.
Alright. Hold on, I'm pulling up what he's got. Send the bio. Awesome. You are able to disable his teeth.
Okay, cool. I think that was the most important part here, disabling those teeth. Okay, well, we're down one driver, but we're up one bounty. Fairly good trade-off.
Right? Haven't been hurt either. Haven't personally.
What happened to his? Hold on. What happened to his other jet ski? Is it just floating?
Yeah, it's floated to the top now. Yup.
I guess we can come back for it later. Probably pretty cramped in here as is, though.
Right, it's very cramped. It's very cramped. All right. Are you guys wanting to head back to the shore or go deeper into the Hacker's Haven? You guys do have two passed out, really hurt guys on your person. So it's up to you.
We can go back up. I say we go back up. We get Landy taken care of. We bring Danny back, and then next time we come, we won't have to deal with Danny.
Okay, well, I think a tactical retreat is pretty good here because what's the saying? Plans never survive first contact with the enemy. We are down a driver. He's bleeding out currently. Danny's probably bleeding out too.
Yeah.
So, and I guess we can go up to the servers. We'll call your buddy to pick Danny up, and then we'll deal with them. Maybe grab the other submersible before it's seen, because right now the Hacker Haven doesn't know we're here, but it's also a moving target, so who knows where it'll be next time. But I don't think we're equipped to deal with it right now.
All right.
Or how often does it move?
It's a constantly moving hideout island.
Well, the people on it are pretty cocky, so they'll expose themselves sooner or later. We'll get a second chance.
Awesome. All right. You guys bring them up to shore, and are you guys going to take them to a hospital or trauma tower, I presume? Drop them in the hospital?
Into the hospital.
Awesome. All right, you guys drop them off, and then do you guys want to call anybody in conclusion to tell
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Waylon. He answers his phone and says, Yo, White Ghost, how's it hanging? You still alive, right? You good?
Yep, I got Danny here for you.
Oh shit, no shit. How'd you get him, man? How'd you reel him in?
I hit him with a big old hunk of metal.
Well, damn.
It's true.
Is he alive?
Yes, he's a little banged up, but he's alive.
Sounds good, man. Thank you. And your buddy Knox, he's a tech, right?
Yes.
Hey, give him my you know what? Can you give me his number too? I'm gonna ask a favor of him too. I'm gonna try to get him to uninstall that Cyberpunk album so he really can't be doing that stuff anymore, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted him dead. So I greatly appreciated that. He was able to get him out alive. He then goes on to say, go ahead, what you about to say?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna let you know that he probably won't do it unless you offer to pay him.
Hey, that's good. That's cool. I prefer somebody that was first hand there that assess the damage and what happened to probably be able to help the most. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna reach out once I get back into town. I'm out of town right now, but I appreciate that. I'll send you guys that bounty for his payment, 1,000 EBs each for y'all, but it's not cash. Not sure if you guys got that account thing handled, but when you guys do, you guys see 1,000 ebs each for you guys to bring him in. Thought I had him lost there.
Alright. Alright, I'll let him know, and now you give him your number.
Sounds good, man. Hey, and thanks again, man. I thought my boy was a goner.
Our boy was a goner.
Right? and then he hangs up. Landy Savage is totally silent as he is put on the stretcher and taken in. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold up, y'all. I'm just looking for this one map as I wrap us up for today. Okay. All right. Awesome. There we go. There we go. Boom. You guys got him successfully in the hospital. 1,000 ebs waiting. You guys account each. And I would say that is a completed mission right there. You guys are able to save Landy and simultaneously save Danny from you guys and himself. One good old sword to cleave. Now you guys know that there's no floating sharks or anything in the water that you guys know is to be able to stop you into getting into Hacker's Haven and getting you guys' bank accounts back. I will say for this mission, hold on. Actually, while I think of how much improvement points you guys get for this one, I would like to do stars and wishes with y'all in conclusion. Do y'all remember what that is?
Yeah, it's the pros or what you liked, what you didn't like, or what you wish could have happened. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna start with my stars and wishes. My first star mode was how prepared you guys were, and how role play and theme appropriate y'all was attentiveness / paranoia was. You guys really thought that out and worked together with y'all kits, and that was really cool. I did not expect this mission to end how we did, with the driver down in the hospital and Danny alive in the hospital. That's always awesome. And my star moments would have to be when Knox was dealing with the landlord and turned it away. They was able to duck a whole bunch of fees and a whole lot of beef with some silver tongue there. That was one of my favorite moments. And then that one swing, the second combat. Well, actually, both of the only two combat maneuvers y'all did, offensive ones, like shell shocks. Dylan's White Ghost tear gas grenade at the restaurant, and that one deadly cleave, really covered bases really well on both of those with the ideas and the roles. Those were my stars right there. And as far as my wishes, I wish more players would have been able to come, but that's all good because I really liked how this one went and how you guys put y'all heads together as a team and worked it out without getting hurt at all from you guys. So those are my stars.
Except for Landy.
Right. Except the teammate. He tried. He was doing work for a second there. And as far as
so we're getting $1,000 each, right, for dealing with Dandy.
That's absolutely correct. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give Landy 500.
Awesome. He worked his butt off while he could.
Yep, he did good. I wouldn't tell him, but he's passed out.
Right.
So do you want to go up and then next for stars and wishes, or?
I can. Let's see. Stars. One of my stars was tying NPC into everything, and the player with my driver, although he did get chewed up. My wishes is that my driver did a little bit better to avoid Danny.
Yeah, showboat.
Definitely, we told him not to make yourself seen. What did he do? Get seen.
Yup, he couldn't see him. He thought it was good. And then anything else for you,
How many points?
150 improvement points.
Nope, that's it.
150? Okay.
Actually, I'll do 160, a better round even number, because the skills go up in denominations of 20, 40, and 60. So you can say 160 instead.
I gotta go back and do some math to figure out how much points I have left, because I know I was pretty low though. I was pretty low.
Gotcha. And
Okay.
then any other stars and wishes for you, Dylan?
Nope.
All right. And then next, to bring us out, man, what are some of your stars and wishes for our game today?
I think I liked our chemistry, like, as we were traveling, and just how the random things would come up and we would feed off of each other. Like when we were in the store, getting the grenade, I'm wondering, okay, we're getting grenades, and then he just chucked one out the window. I'm like, that was awesome right there. I think that was one of my stars right there.
Yeah.
That was a star. Another star for me personally was when Danny managed to dodge that 22 attack roll with a 27 dodge roll.
Yeah.
Like how often is that gonna happen right there?
Right. That was surprising.
So,
That was annoying.
But funny at the same time. But funny though. Another star for me is overall, when I had started out making the character for Nox, I had told you, Aaron, I wanted to make like a utility kind of, helpful character, and I think he's definitely shaped up that way immensely between MedTech. I think MedTech really came in handy today to save the driver potentially and our bounty. tech in general is always a good tech role, and then his chemistry can come in handy. I think he's well on the way of being a great support character. I wanted him to be, actually. So honestly, the stars with the and I would say the apartment complex was an interesting star. It wasn't a star for me personally, but I did like my very first thought in my head when it happened wasn't about the rent. It was like, one, how'd you get in here, and two, how does your power work? It just kind of worked out from there. That was interesting right there. I think my only wish would have been wanting to get a little bit more into the Hackers Haven. See what that's about. I think that's my only wish, though.
Yeah.
Everything else was great.
Yeah, I'll also have to say add another star, another star for me personally for the role play throughout the thing. All of you guys stayed true to y'all like personal selves and y'all's character at the same time with all this different crazy stuff that was going on, and the fact it seemed like some normal mundane, going to a restaurant, going here, felt like it had some cyberpunk flair with the scabs and grenades going off and harpooning at people. So that was really cool, and I like how I always love how you guys joke when we do the role play as a character. That was funny as hell. And
so what I look forward to next time, man.
Yeah, me too, fellas. Awesome game, y'all. Today y'all get 160 improvement points. Spend them as you will. Any questions, suggestions, concerns, or life advice before we wrap it up this afternoon?